We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And that means every stock, every bond will have its own, basically, CUSIP. It'll be on one general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We could rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities about bonds and stocks and digital by having a tokenization. But the most importantly thing, we can customize strategies through tokenization that fits every individual. We would have instantaneous settlement. Think about all the costs of settling bonds and stocks. But if you had a tokenization, everything would be immediate because it's just a line item. And so we believe this is a technological transformation for financial assets. I believe if you want to talk about voting and voting choice and all the things, if we know every moment who is the owner of that stock and it's now time to vote, every individual who has ownership is identified and they can vote their own share.
What's up guys, Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Hope everyone's doing well and I hope you enjoyed today's video. We're gonna run through some recent news. And if you're in the crypto asset class, please beware of scams. They come in all shapes and forms. You could get a fake phone call from a pretend Coinbase employee. You could fall for a phishing scam, click the wrong link in an email. You could connect your crypto wallet to a malicious decentralized application. So please, please, please always do your own research and make sure that you have at least some tools to protect yourself because cybersecurity is like an onion. You just have to keep adding additional layers. And it could be a combination of all of those things, leveraging a password manager, leveraging a VPN, leveraging an antivirus, leveraging any type of security key. And just for reference, I have these linked in the video description for anybody curious. You don't have to use these links. There's only one affiliate link and all the others are just official links. And they could be password managers like 1Password. Any type of antivirus like Malwarebytes, a Yubico security key, or hardware-based authentication, and a VPN. Anything's better than nothing, but these are some of the things I use. You don't have to use these links. I encourage you to do your own research, but for NordVPN, we have a discount code KevinCage. Okay, let's kick it off, and big thanks to Good Morning Crypto for sharing this interview of BlackRock CEO Larry Fink highlighting tokenization. So keep in mind, he has a huge vested interest now in Bitcoin, in the crypto asset class, and he's talking about tokenization. But years ago, back to 2018, he was calling this whole space a joke. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this news circulating by Watcher Guru, Vanguard, saying they will not offer the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And we can see some of the hashtags on Twitter like boycott Vanguard, just going all the way across the board. We can see Cowboy Crypto highlighting, shared by John Deaton, that Vanguard manages 90% of Gensler's personal fortune worth $120 million. We can see for Vanguard that they say they have no plans to offer Bitcoin ETFs or crypto products in the future, saying that the crypto asset class as an investment is weak. Spokesperson says high volatility runs counter to our goal of helping investors generate positive real returns over the long term. And notice now with the recent approval of the Bitcoin Spot ETF that BlackRock is going to start marketing Bitcoin more and more, demonstrating that Bitcoin is the best performing asset in the last decade, and yes, that's still true regardless of how volatile it is today. And it's hard not to be one of the best performing assets because they're measuring from 2013 when Bitcoin was under $100. Okay, let's run through some recent news. So Stuart Alderati, he's the chief legal officer over at Ripple, just highlighting, with the Central Bank of Ireland approving Ripple the company under their registered VASP or Virtual Asset Service Provider register. So for the Central Bank of Ireland, Ripple the company has a check. This is a big deal for the European Union to expand throughout the entire Eurosystem. And Ripple has shared that they're working with 10 different countries for a CBDC. So a big focus for 2024 is the MiCA, and what does this mean for crypto users throughout the European Union? The European Union's Market and Crypto Assets Regulations is the world's first comprehensive legal framework for crypto assets, aiming to make the crypto industry in the Eurozone a transparent and secure environment for investors. These regulations apply to crypto asset issuers and service providers, based on the best practices from the EU's existing regulations on traditional trading securities and applying them to crypto assets and stablecoins. This requires crypto service providers to obtain authorization and register with the EU financial regulators in member states. This applies to all service providers involved in trading, management, custody, issuance, and advice of crypto assets, including all asset issuers and service providers outside of the European Union that wish to do business with any of these member states in the EU. Stricter rules for stablecoins and mechanisms to ensure they are adequately backed with good liquidity. These service providers in the crypto asset class have to have a system to safeguard sensitive information and monitor instances of market abuse. So I'm sure this regulation is far from perfect, but as we know, regulation is absolutely required for bigger investors to feel secure and enter this asset class. And better regulation, clear guidelines, clear do's and don'ts, insurance, security are needed so the trillions of dollars in traditional finance can interoperate. The big con is this requires KYC procedures for licensed service providers, which compromises user privacy. So KYC is going against the initial ethos of crypto to have privacy. But I think it's important to keep tabs on the biggest firms that are focused on compliance first. Just like Ripple receiving their full major payments institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, the Central Bank of Singapore, and the DIFC or the Dubai Financial Services Authority approving XRP to be used by licensed institutions. So they've approved XRP to be used by licensed firms in this region, and they're the leading global financial center in the Middle East, Africa, and South Asia region, comprised of 72 countries with a combined population of around 3 billion people and a nominal GDP of approximately 8 trillion. Next up, we have for the XRP ledger, Liminal. This company is a regulated, audited, and licensed custody and wallet infrastructure platform for Web3 native institutions and now supports projects building on the XRPL. They offer wallet infrastructure as a service, plug-and-play architecture for faster onboarding, offering easy-to-use wallet infrastructure for digital asset custody. Qualified custody solutions, and as we see more and more qualified custodians accepting different digital assets, this is important. Regulated and licensed white label solutions ensuring compliance and security for digital assets. So this is great for the XRP ledger and all projects building on the XRPL with wallet infrastructure and custody requirements. Now seamlessly integrating multi-sig or multi-signature, MPC or multi-party computation that we discussed a few videos ago, hot and cold wallets on the XRP ledger. So all of these features are super important. It also makes me think of the recent partnership between Algorand and Hedera working on decentralized key recovery. We have Roth Economy sharing. Back in March, Ripple user Wiz Financial, so Unimoney, UAE Exchange, Express Money acquired MoneyDart, a remittance foreign exchange and payment solution company. Why is this interesting? So Ripple user Wiz Financial acquired this organization MoneyDart, and MoneyDart holds a money transmitter license in 31 states. It's an interesting license set given Ripple's emphasis on providing licenses to clients also adds ODL or on-demand liquidity potential. And if you're curious, you can look up the money transmitter licenses on Ripple's website just using the search tab and typing that in, and you can see the 30 licenses they have for 30 different states. So coming up in a few days, we have the Davos 2024 taking place. We have Hedera right there on their website. You can learn more and see all their speakers in the program. And here's the World Economic Forum's website listing their partners, and if I scroll down, you can search or look for different keywords. When I type in Ripple, I actually don't have Ripple pop up, but if we go all the way down to R and you just click R, you'll actually see the company Ripple right there. And same thing for Casper Labs. If you just click C and expand this, we can see Casper there. So then you can click and kind of read more about it if you're curious. And I saw King Solomon highlighting this a few days ago with the Hedera testnet. So you can go to this website, Hedera TXNS or hederatransactions.com to see the live number. And something interesting was going on Hedera's testnet a few days ago. You could see the TPS well above 10,000 for different periods. When we look at it today, we can see Hedera's mainnet is still exploding over 1,000 TPS, but now we can see the testnet is back down. So I'm curious what use case is going on. If anybody knows what those big spikes were on Hedera's testnet a few days ago, please let me know. We got some news from Hedera a few days ago. Digital payments firm SKUX or SKUX has announced they have been awarded 2 new US patents for payments processing technology using the Hedera network and ZK proofs to enhance the customer experience and mitigate payment fraud. And if you're curious, we can see the 2 patents and their patent numbers right there if you want to look into these. Also, we got some news from Michael, one of the co-founders of Casper, and we can see Casper Cloud or CSPR.cloud, an enterprise-grade platform that provides API-based access to indexed and enriched blockchain data for the Casper network. So Casper Cloud is now in beta, and the development of apps for Casper has never been easier. So different features that are super important for the development of apps, including integrations with all token standards, off-chain data, and WebSocket streams for contract events. And this can be found on docs.cspr.cloud. And Casper Network, or their blockchain, is now integrated with Now Payments with their point-of-sale integration. So you can now leverage Casper Network for crypto transactions. So real-time Casper payments in physical stores. With the security and safety of transactions on a blockchain combined with Now Payments' robust security measures, businesses can offer customers a secure payment environment. And you can learn more at nowpayments.io/POS. Accepting crypto using a point-of-sale terminal. And it looks like they accept over 100 different assets, including XRP up there. We'll finish up with this. So shared by Ryan Selkis, Circle's IPO or their initial public offering filing is confidential, but they're killing it. 2022, $150 million in profits. In 2023, roughly $300 million in profits. And Circle is another major player, and their IPO could be pretty big in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and huge thanks to all that hit the like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate if you could hit the like button, let me know your thoughts down below, and my link tree is linked in the top of this YouTube video description, with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.